Train like a native speaker and sharpen your natural English conversation understanding today. Welcome to your English learning community, the place for ambitious English learners worldwide. I'm Sophia, and today's advanced listening session will challenge your comprehension and reaction skills. This video is special for advanced English listening practice with native-level conversations and expressions. You'll hear unscripted, everyday English at natural speed, just like real conversations happen. Stay till the end and notice how quickly your ears adjust to natural speaking pace. Every minute here builds your listening reflex, fluency, and spontaneous response confidence in English. Ready to train like a native? Let's begin this fast-paced, advanced listening challenge together now. The crimson stone pulsed, faintly. Anne frowned. It wasn't supposed to do that. Not according to Cheryl. Cheryl, the self-proclaimed jewelry guru. Anne sighed. This whole jewelry-making thing was proving trickier than anticipated. She'd found the stone at a flea market. Nestled amongst dusty trinkets, it called to her, whispered promises of hidden powers. She'd bought it instantly, ignoring the vendor's shifty eyes. Now, it sat on her workbench, glowing faintly. Anne touched it gingerly. A shiver ran up her arm. Okay, she muttered. This is getting weird. She grabbed her phone, dialed Cheryl. It's glowing, she blurted out. The stone. It's glowing. Cheryl's voice crackled through the speaker. Glowing? She sounded skeptical. You're pulling my leg, right? No. Seriously. Come over. You have to see this. Anne hung up, paced her small studio. The stone pulsed rhythmically now, like a heartbeat. Cheryl arrived 20 minutes later. Hair askew, eyebrows raised. Show me, she demanded. Anne pointed to the crimson stone. It pulsed, subtly. Cheryl leaned closer. Her skepticism melted away, replaced by fascination. That's unusual, she admitted. They stared at the stone for a long time. Its rhythmic pulse filled the silence. Where did you get this thing? Cheryl finally asked. Anne recounted the flea market story. The dusty stall, the shifty vendor. Cheryl listened intently, a thoughtful frown creasing her brow. I've never seen anything like it, she murmured. She picked up a loupe, examined the stone closely. The cut is strange. Ancient, maybe? Suddenly, the pulsing intensified. The room grew warmer. Anne and Cheryl exchanged uneasy glances. What's happening? Anne whispered. Just then, a knock at the door. Both women jumped. Anne cautiously opened it. A tall man stood there, dressed in a dark suit, holding a briefcase. Donald? Anne asked, surprised. Donald was her landlord, rarely seen. Is something wrong? Donald gave a curt nod. His eyes darted to the workbench, to the glowing stone. I felt a disturbance, he said cryptically. Something unusual. Anne and Cheryl exchanged another look. This was getting stranger by the minute. A disturbance? Anne repeated. Donald stepped into the studio, his gaze fixed on the stone. That stone, he said, his voice low. Where did you get it? Anne hesitated. Something about Donald's intensity unnerved her. She glanced at Cheryl. Cheryl shrugged, equally perplexed. Anne reluctantly recounted the flea market story again. Donald listened with rapt attention. When she finished, he let out a slow whistle. Fascinating, he muttered. He walked over to the workbench, reached out a gloved hand, touched the stone. The pulsing stopped. The room cooled. The air felt still. Anne and Cheryl stared, open-mouthed. What did you do? Anne stammered. Donald retracted his hand. A faint smile played on his lips. I simply neutralized it, he said vaguely. It was emitting a rather disruptive energy. Disruptive? Cheryl repeated. What kind of energy? Donald shrugged. Let's just say it's best left dormant, he replied. He snapped his briefcase shut. I'll be going now. He turned to leave. Anne stopped him. Wait, she said. What do you know about this stone? Donald paused at the door. He looked back at Anne. His expression unreadable. More than you realize, he said softly. And then he was gone. Anne and Cheryl stood in stunned silence. The stone sat inert on the workbench. No longer pulsing. No longer glowing. Just a dull, crimson stone. What just happened? Anne whispered. Cheryl shook her head. I have no idea, she admitted. But I have a feeling this is just the beginning. They spent the rest of the evening trying to make sense of it all. Donald's sudden appearance. His cryptic pronouncements. The stone's strange energy. They reached no conclusions. Days turned into weeks. The stone remained dormant. Anne tried to forget about it. Focus on her other jewelry projects. But she couldn't shake the feeling that something significant had happened. One evening, she was working late in her studio. The crimson stone sat on a shelf, gathering dust. Anne glanced at it. A sudden urge washed over her. She picked up the stone. Held it in her palm. It began to pulse. Faintly. Anne's heart skipped a beat. She looked around the empty studio. A sense of unease settled over her. She was being watched. She could feel it, but she couldn't see anyone. The studio was empty, except for her, and the pulsing stone. Anne clutched the stone tighter. A strange power surged through her. A power she didn't understand. But a power she felt compelled to explore. She knew, with a chilling certainty, that the story of the Crimson Stone was far from over. Thank you so much for joining me for this advanced English listening practice video. I really appreciate you taking the time to focus on sharpening your already impressive listening skills today. You're all doing amazing work. It's inspiring to see your dedication to improving. Remember, even at an advanced level, consistent practice is key. Here's your bonus listening tip for the day. This one's all about incorporating advanced listening techniques into your daily routine. It's simple, but incredibly effective. Practice active listening by paraphrasing complex English audio content. Find a news report, a documentary, or a sophisticated podcast. Listen attentively to a short segment, maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Then, without looking back, try to rephrase what you heard in your own words. This challenges you to truly understand the nuances of the language, the speaker's intent, and the complexities of the topic. Don't worry about getting every single word perfect. The goal is to capture the core meaning and express it naturally. This technique helps you build a deeper understanding of vocabulary, sentence structure, and overall comprehension. It's like a mental workout for your ears. You'll be surprised how quickly this improves your ability to process complex information and contribute to fluent conversations. For an extra challenge, record yourself while paraphrasing. Then, listen back and compare your version to the original. This allows you to pinpoint areas where you excelled and identify any areas for improvement. It's a fantastic way to refine your active listening skills and boost your confidence. Remember, consistent practice is key to mastering any skill, especially listening. By incorporating this tip into your daily routine, you'll see significant progress in your comprehension and fluency. You're already advanced learners, so embracing these challenges will take your English to the next level. I have complete faith in your abilities. Keep pushing yourselves, keep practicing, and keep striving for excellence. You're doing fantastic. Well done. See you in the next session.